Hi, welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news that happened during the week March 25th to March 31st, 2011. There's a lot of news this week, so let's jump straight into it. Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures announced this week that Amy Adams will star in the coveted role of Lois Lane in the new Zack Snyder directed feature film. Snyder remarked, "Amy has the talent to capture all the qualities we love about Lois: smart, tough, funny, warm, ambitious, and of course beautiful." Amy Adams attended CinemaCon earlier this week, and the LA Times grabbed a word with the Oscar nominee and asked her about being cast in the role of Lois Lane. She said, "What I love about Lois Lane is that she's been very consistently strong, successful, and independent." The Superman homepage received word from Noel Neill, the original Lois Lane, who said, "Amy Adams as Lois Lane is a wonderful choice. She'll bring a lot to the role. She's a great actress with great acting depth." While MTV posted an audio interview with Margot Kidder, who said that Amy is a brilliant, wonderful actress, gorgeous and full of energy and spirit. She's so different from part to part. It's going to be really interesting to see what she does with Lois. HollywoodReporter.com caught up with Zack Snyder at the after party of the premiere of his new movie Sucker Punch and asked him what style of film Superman will be in comparison. He said, "I've stretched this world of abstract reality so far that the awesome thing about Superman is that Superman lives in the real world, and it probably will be the most real movie I've made." Leicester Square TV caught up with the director at the Forbidden Planet megastore in London, where he was signing autographs and promoting the release of Sucker Punch. And they asked him about casting both Henry Cavill and Amy Adams in the upcoming Superman movie, and tried to get him to talk about the villain for the film. Snyder told Fox All Access how thankful he is for Smallville having been on TV for the past 10 seasons, keeping Superman in the minds of people. Crane's Chicago business website discovered that Zack Snyder will be filming part of the movie in Plano, Illinois, near Chicago. The Toronto Sun revealed that Canada missed out on hosting the production due to a lack of military hardware being available. Alberta's Lindsay Blackett revealed, "From what I understand, the production needed aircraft carriers and the Canadian military doesn't have those. They needed attack helicopters and things like that, and we just don't have them." Plano Chamber of Commerce President Rich Healy revealed that he'd gotten a call from a Warner Brothers frontman about a piece of property down by the Fox River that might have to be cleared for a bus crashes in river scene. ComicBookMovie.com grabbed an exclusive interview with Bryan Singer, asking him to look back at Superman Returns and give his thoughts on the movie. He said that he set out to make a romantic movie that harkens back to the Richard Donner movie that he loved so much, and that's what I did, he explains. In their profile piece on Warner Brothers president Jeff Robinov, the LA Times has indicated that the WB is planning a Justice League film in 2013. Although fans were dubious at the report, Robinov confirmed the new Justice League script is in the works. Also being written for Warner Brothers are scripts featuring The Flash and Wonder Woman, who could be spun off into their own movies after Justice League. On the red carpet for his London premiere of Sucker Punch, Zack Snyder told HeyYouGuys.co.uk that there will not be a connection between his Superman movie and the recently announced Justice League movie. He said,
What they'll do with Justice League will be just its own thing, with its own Batman and its own Superman.
Superman the Motion Picture Anthology is coming to Blu-ray on June 7th in the US and contains all the Superman theatrical releases. The 8-disc deluxe set includes all 5 Superman films to date, along with expanded director cuts for the first 2 films, as well as over 20 hours of bonus features like movie deleted scenes, commentaries, documentaries, and TV specials. We'll let you know when you can pre-order it from Amazon.com. In TV news, Superman appeared in the new Batman the Brave and the Bold episode titled The Battle of the Superheroes this week. Superman homepage writer Michael Bailey submitted a summary and review of the episode, giving it a 5 out of 5 rating, saying it was awesome. For long-time Superman fans watching the episode, there were many nods and inside jokes sprinkled throughout the episode, some more obvious than others. I wrote an article listing all the tributes, nods, inside jokes, Easter eggs and other Superman-related references in the episode. Come by the site now to check it out. TVGuide.com gave us our first look at DC Comics character Booster Gold and Blue Beetle for the Smallville appearance in the upcoming episode titled Booster. DailyBlam.com also posted 2 new photos of Days of Our Lives star Eric Martsolf as Booster Gold. The CW released the official description for this episode, which reads, "Lois tells Clark it's best to make Clark Kent forgettable and awkward so people don't suspect he's the Blur." However, the two are stunned when a fame-hungry superhero from the future, Booster Gold, sweeps into town and begins making saves and posing for press ops, completely winning over the city of Metropolis. Booster will air on Friday, April 22nd. Smallville returns a week before that with its new episode titled Kent. The Looney Tunes Show is an upcoming TV show which will premiere on Tuesday, May 3rd on Cartoon Network and Boomerang. They released a preview clip titled Krypton of Bugs Bunny trying to tell Daffy Duck about his background and where he's from. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing episodes from the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Check out his review of the Season 5 premiere episode Peril in Paris, which Clark and Jimmy meet Inspector Lona when Superman helps a woman save her jewels. In comic book news, writer Paul Cornell participated in a few interviews about his run on Action Comics, especially in light of the big 900th issue coming up. ComicBookResources.com asked him about Doomsday's involvement, what we can expect. He said it's a big battle, a big fight with many dimensions. Newsarama.com interviewed writer Chris Robinson, talking to him about the monthly Superman title and what his plans are for the book once he's done with the Grounded story. He said, Superman reaches the end of his journey both geographically and psychologically. We find out why a schoolteacher from Ohio has been dogging his heels halfway across the country. Superman comics we reviewed this week included Superman Batman number 82, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who said, despite not liking the first chapter of this story, I enjoyed this issue, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. Supergirl number 62 was reviewed by Jeffrey Bridges, who gave it a 3 out of 5, saying, things are still moving along nicely. While Ralph Silver reviewed Justice League of America number 55, saying, I found this story very entertaining, and he gave it a 5 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from March 30th include Action Comics 899, Jimmy Olsen number 1, One Shot, JLA the 99 number 6, Teen Titans number 93, and Superman the Black Ring hardcover. In other news, in December 2010, 2 months before her passing, Joanne Siegel, the widow of Superman's co-creator Jerry Siegel, wrote a letter to Time Warner's CEO Jeffrey Bukes. In the letter she wrote, my daughter Laura and I, as well as the Schuster estate, have done nothing more than exercise our right under the Copyright Act, yet your company has chosen to sue us and our long-time attorney for protecting our rights. You can find the entire letter at the Superman homepage. Episode number 75 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. Scotty and I discussed Superman movie casting of Diane Lane, Kevin Costner and Amy Adams, the latest Smallville episodes, the latest Young Justice episodes, the latest comic books and much more. Be sure to also check out The Last Son of Krypton Chapter 75 and The Lost Daughter of Krypton Chapter 47 audio dramas from pendantaudio.com. Conan O'Brien's character the Flaming Sea returned for yet another comical appearance where he's inserted into the action of a recent Young Justice episode. In this installment, the Ginger Warrior battles the Young Justice villain Clarion the Witch Boy and his cat. And that's all the Superman news there was for the week March 25th to March 31st. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Welcome to Great Scott, everybody. I'm Scotty V. Good to see you. Today I wanted to talk about the message boards on the Superman homepage. It seems like every time we get some news on something important, something everybody's passionate about, people really get vocal. I think it's a little un-Superman-like at times, and it's funny considering that we're all supposed to be fans of this guy who is altruistic and who cares about others and who values other people's opinion. When someone is announced that is cast in one of our favorite roles, one person will say, boy, I wish it was something else, and then another person will say, what's wrong with you? You're a fool if you think that, and then the other person will fire back, and soon we have moderators removing comments, putting warnings up. Do we really need to be warned as Superman fans that we shouldn't insult each other? Is it really necessary to go on the message boards because someone was cast in a movie role that maybe we wouldn't have cast, or maybe we're not as happy about as we'd like to be? I think we should settle down. Do you realize that I'm not making 1 cent from the casting on the Superman movie? I don't know about the rest of you guys, but if it's something that really doesn't affect your life all that much, no one's hurting you, no one's breaking into your home, or really assaulting you or causing you any trauma, you should probably take it a little easy and just, calm down. Have nice conversations on the message boards. I'm not trying to lecture or teach anyone. I just think it's funny. I read it and I'm amazed by it every single time. So let's, we have more casting announcements coming. It's exciting. We just learned about Amy Adams now, and believe it or not, this beautiful, cute girl, she's maybe a little older than the guy cast, maybe a little older than some people would have cast. She has red hair instead of dark hair, which they can easily change. And people are, some people are getting a little upset about it. And I think she's going to be great, but who knows until we see the movie. But it's not necessary to take our, ideas out on each other in a frustrating or nasty way. Right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, look up in the sky.